live. Hello, everybody out there in Twitch land, in improv land. This is Blind Tiger Improv. You see our website at the bottom of the screen there, www.blindtigerimprov.com. My name is Michael Short. I am so excited that you have chosen to spend your Saturday evening with us. Very excited to perform for you tonight, to improvise for you tonight. For anybody tuning in who is unsure of what improv means, that means everything you see tonight is completely made up on the spot, never seen before, never to be seen again. And tonight we're doing something really special. We're basing all of our scenes, all of our scenes will be inspired by stories shared by my good friend and your new good friend, Sol Miranda. She's at the bottom of the screen there. Sol, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Sol Miranda, and hey, I've been a suffering actor for 30 plus years. I was born in Puerto Rico, but now I've been in the States for the most part of my life. I have two kids. One is 19. She goes to Syracuse University. She's in the crew team. She's a coxswain. And my son is 15. He is beginning 10th grade. And some of you, have seen me in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. That was a nice saver. Yeah, happy to be here. Thank you so much, Michael. It's really fun to be back in some kind of way.
Thank you, and we are very excited to have you with us tonight. So, like I said, everything you see tonight will be inspired by stories that Sol will be sharing with us. So, we don't need any audience suggestion. That's normally what we do, but today we're just going to ask Sol to just share any story at all that she'd like to with us, and then we'll begin improvising. So, Sol, whenever you are ready, please share with us.
I love this story. Third grade classroom. I went to a school that was Academia La Providencia, or Lady of the Providence School. It went from K through 12. My sister was a senior. She's 8 years older than me. I was in third grade, and it was religion class because it was a Catholic school. And the last period was always religion. And Mrs. Aponte was so generous and kind. She had so much patience. So we had a painting of the Last Supper with that kind of velvet texture, very 70s and psychedelic, And so one day I had an idea. And since I was sick and bored with religion, I just started walking toward the painting and started narrating everything that was happening behind the scenes, speaking in tongues. And the entire classroom stopped, like, what the hell is happening to Sol? Oh my God. And I think the speaking in tongues went for like 3 or 4 minutes. And then at the end, I went into some kind of rapture, if you will, and I fainted. And all the kids, were like, forget it. That was the end of religion class. The funny thing is, then I started doing that like every other day during religion class. And they took me to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist said, no, she's fine. She's just like begging for attention. And one day I did it again, and my sister came. They called my sister, and she came, and she came very close to me and whispered in my ear, if you do this again, I'm going to smack you awake. You hear me? And then I went, oh, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. What happened? And that was my last performance in third grade. The end.
Thank you, Sol.
Girls and boys, it's time to take your seats. Everybody sit down. Sit down. Jonathan, are you listening? I want you, yes. Are you listening? Great. I want to make sure that you are paying attention. Jonathan, I see you wandering.
I'm sorry. I'm communicating with Santa Claus. Oh my God. Santa Claus. You want me to be nice this year? Oh God. Yeah, I'll be nice this year. Oh,
Jonathan, do I need to call the principal again? We've been
no,
through this.
no. I would have turned in my homework, but I'm talking to Mrs. Claus. You won't bake cookies unless I'm nice
Goodness.
this year?
Jonathan,
Yeah?
take a deep breath, sweetie, okay? Take a deep breath.
I swear I'm not avoiding turning in the homework. I'm talking to elves. Elves.
I know. Last week you were talking to the Easter Bunny. The week before that you were talking to the Tooth Fairy. We've heard it all, Jonathan. It's time that you stop talking to these people in your head, okay?
No,
Tag
they're-
out Stacy.
Oh, Jonathan. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. I'm trying to finish my history paper for real, and you
Whoa.
keep talking to me. Everybody
Oh.
thinks I'm faking it, man.
I know you're not faking it. But language, Jonathan, or you're on the naughty list.
You know what? It doesn't matter if you punish me. My parents are going to punish me because I'm failing history, and I really need to finish this paper on the Magna Carta, okay, man? So stop talking to me in the middle of class. And tell
Maybe
about
you should just... Maybe you could just wish for a paper on the Magna Carta for Christmas, and I'll bring you one.
Hey, if that works, then okay. I wish, dear Santa, I would like an A+ paper on the Magna Carta, please.
You have to be on the nice list.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You're really ruining my academic profession, man.
Well,
Michael.
Tagging out who?
What, Michael? What the heck are you doing, Santa? I'm Mama Claus, okay? You cannot do this again, Santa.
Mama Claus, what's the problem? I have to check in with all the good little girls and boys and make sure they're being naughty and nice.
You are not telling the truth, and you better stop drinking that vodka.
But the vodka is the only thing that keeps me warm on the North Pole.
No, I keep you warm. I keep you warm. Last time I knew.
Listen.
But you gotta stop telling those kids lies, bad stories.
You know
that
what?
kid is cray-cray.
I'm going out for a sleigh ride. I don't know when I'll be back.
They got Michael. Mrs. Claus, you gotta do something about Santa. He's drinking, he's working us to the bone, he's making up stories, he's not giving us a break. Christmas is 6 months away. We've got plenty of time.
Well, hey, you little elf. Last time I saw you at the bar, I really liked you, you know.
Well, that's great, Mrs. Claus, but we can talk about that, but we make an arrangement maybe if you talk to Santa, I'll talk to you.
Talk to Santa. Maybe you can keep us company.
Oh, I'll keep you company, Mrs. Claus.
Tag out Brian. Polyamory? That's naughty.
Me, naughty? You are the one who needs two in the bed.
Okay. What do you want, Mrs. Claus?
I want another one.
Another...
So we are four.
Another...
Another elf.
Another elf.
Yes,
Ooh.
another elf.
Very naughty.
That will keep you on your toes.
Okay, well, do I get to at least choose the elf?
You always choose the elf.
Edit.
So obviously this is a wonderful painting. It's a painting of the Last Supper. Now, what many people have not seen, this is a new addition to the museum, everybody. This here is a painting of the second to last summer, or the second to last supper. And as you can see, it was a little bit more of a shit show. Obviously, like the disciples didn't quite all bring exactly what they were supposed to bring. You can see Jesus here. He's really mad at Judas, but this time he's mad at him because he didn't bring back his casserole dish that he lent him for a few suppers before. Isn't that a painting? Yes.
So listen, Bob, you know that when we hired you, we to at the Met, it was because of your your credentials, and frankly, we've never heard of this painting before.
You haven't heard of the?
Yeah.
You haven't heard of the second to last summer.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, I keep saying summer. I really want to go on my vacation soon. The Second to Last Supper it's a lesser known painting, but it's an important painting, which is why I have included it in the museum. I added it to the exhibit myself. If you don't like this, I can also show you the Mona Lary. The Mona Lary is a wonderful painting. It is of a mysterious man who has kind of like a funny mustache and some sideburns. And he's
yeah, Bob, I'm just gonna stop you there. Like I said, I love your creativity. I love your enthusiasm. I mean, we really love that. We need people who have a passion for the arts, like a true passion. But this is not the caliber of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So, the velvet painting that I'm not really sure where you think that you're going to go with this.
These other artworks that I added, they're not good enough for you.
It just doesn't fit in with the Renaissance tour that you're supposed to be doing.
That's fine. Well, you know what? I have a super rare piece that is also not very well known. It's the statue of David's luggage, and it's, as you can see, it's marble. He used to have like a wonderful carrying case that, like, whenever he traveled between his modeling gigs, because he traveled a lot, he would go to a lot of sculptors around Europe and pose and.
I sort of feel like you're just coming up with this out of your head. This is not actual history. You know that, Bob, right?
Well, okay. If they're not actual history, then how come a person with a monocle and a white van sold me these things and gave me a certificate saying that these were real paintings?
Yeah, no, Bob. Listen, if you want to do a tour, like a kids tour, we could move you to like the gift shop if you want to do something there. I don't want to crush your enthusiasm, but this is not Met. This is not suitable for the Met.
That hurts, Carrie. I mean, how long have we known each other? We've both been in the art world for a long time. We've schooled together for a little while, and to say that I should be working in the gift shop, it just hurts, Carrie.
Like I look.
Carrie. Hello, Bob. Is your name?
Yes. Hi.
Hi, I am Marie Guggenheim. How are you?
Hi. I'm sorry. Does my hair look okay? How are you?
Oh yes, you look phenomenal. Would you like a glass of champagne?
Yes, please, always. Absolutely.
Yes, they let me drink here at the museum.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll fire. What's her name again?
Harry.
As
a friend, I would say don't fire her, but she's been a real bitch to me lately, so you can't fire her.
Oh, Marie Guggenheim, what are you doing with this artist? This art tour's got... Oh, you're cheating on me again, Marie Guggenheim.
Marie Guggenheim, you're sleeping with Santa?
Me, Santa. Let's have another story from our friend Sol Miranda.
Okay. So, oh my God, I had a couple. Okay, now you see, you got me with Santa.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay. So once upon a time, I had this dog, and when we got him, he was 10 weeks old and healthy, and we rescued him. And 2 days later, he was so ill, he was gonna die. He had a false positive for parvo. And, we took him to the vet, and the vet, we are going to put some IV fluids, he may not make it. And all of a sudden, you have to leave him overnight. And I was like, how much is this gonna cost? Oh, it's gonna be like $1,000. And I'm like, we don't have that kind of money, cash, right now. So what do we do? So luckily, since we had just adopted him, We just had to take him to the North Shore Animal Hospital, all the way in Long Island. And they took care of him for an entire week, free of cost. And he survived, and he's now 12 years old and just a wonderful family member. That's it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to mourn the loss of our beloved Roger. May he rest in peace. Roger was a wonderful soul, and we have opted for an open casket today so that we can look down on that beautiful face with the closed eyelids, the partially open mouth, and remember Roger the way he was. Yes?
Connie, I have to say, this inspired me so much. I did not think to have an open casket wake when my golden retriever died, and I just love what you've done with Roger. I mean, he really was a part of the family, and I can see that. I mean, I know he's a dog, but it's so touching. I just love it.
He was a very, very good dog, and we are all so saddened by his passing. So maybe now bow our heads and think of Roger and all the good that he brought to us, the many dog treats we gave him, the free health care we somehow got when we took him to the vet. Roger, you will be missed. I wish I could hear your bark one last time.
Can you give me the name of your taxidermist?
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no problem. The taxidermist name is Gerald.
Oh, Gerald.
Yeah, I'll get you his number later, don't worry.
My dog's a little sick, so just in case.
Oh, yeah. They do great taxidermy work. Yes, do you have a question over there, sir? It's a common theme at this funeral service for my dog that we have many questions. What is your question, sir?
Not a question, but more of a solution.
A solution? Okay.
Suppose I could bring Roger back, just like he was.
I mean, that would be amazing. I mean, you're kind of giving me false hope here. I don't ever see that as a possibility.
There's a burial ground in Wyandanch, Long Island.
Okay.
If you bury Roger there, in 1 week he will return to you.
Is this some kind of joke? Am I being punked right now? Is this a prank?
I have to say, this does not sound sinister at all.
No, would it be sinister at a funeral for me to bring this up? I'm trying to bring...
Tagging out everyone but Pedro. So wait, Mr. Lee, you're gonna give me $100 to dress as a dog and go to someone's house?
Yes, it's the easiest $100 you'll ever get.
I mean, I need the cash. I lost my job recently, obviously, because of the pandemic. But, all right, is there anything else I need to know?
Just keep your tail up and your head wagging.
All right, tag out Pedro, keep Jonathan. All right, prove to me you're Roger. Say something that only Roger would know.
Arf, 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 arf.
It checks out, Stacy. What do you think?
I mean, I really think that's my little Roger. It's my little Roger. Give mommy some kisses, Roger. Give mommy some kisses. Oh, you.
Hi, Michael and Stacy. All right, so first of all, Mr. Lee, I have whiplash now from this whole wag your head thing that you told me. Second of all, Stacy had something like when she kissed me and gave it to me now. So, and also I just feel bad. These are sad, sad people who miss their dog.
She tried to give you love. I know you're not used to getting that, but try to reciprocate the reaction. Wag your head. It will not give you whiplash for a second time.
You're right. I do need love, but
Tag out Pedro. Roger, where did you just go for half the day?
Oh God, no! I'm so sorry.
Roger, you can talk. What?
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh wait.
That is.
Dang. Mr. Lee, this is getting really confusing. I'm sorry.
You blew your cover, man.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'll give you 50 of the dollars back if you just let me out of this situation, man. This Westchester couple is nuts, okay?
All right. At least you don't do any negotiations or transactions, but you're gonna blow the whole operation. Dogs do not talk.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the one who ruined it.
That dogs do not talk.
Okay, yeah, okay. Like it was such a believable operation until I accidentally spoke to the male owner. All right, you know what? Wait, also, how much of an operation is this? Are you doing this with other people and other types of animals or something like that?
I'm not privy to
Tag out Jonathan. Oh, Mr. Lee, my friend Stacy, you know, I heard what you said at Roger's funeral, and she told me that she saw Roger and now he can talk. Can you do that with my Speedo? Can you do that when Speedo, because he's, you know, he's not doing well. Can my dog become, you know, more anthropomorphic when he comes back?
Yes, he can.
Oh my God! Oh, is that a monkey's paw that you have?
Edit.
Cute.
Oh, my new baby. Oh. Well, thank you very much, Doctor. Do you mind just hanging on to it for a week, maybe?
I mean, all right.
I'm just, I was just looking at some of the costs of like the first week of care of a baby are just insane.
Astronomical. Tell me about
astronomical. Like just the first week alone. I'm like, I don't know if I'm really ready for that. So I was just wondering, you just take the kid. The kid, I'm not gonna name it until maybe we get it back or something.
I should probably warn you that while I work in the NICU unit, I'm not really well versed with them after they're out of the womb. In other words, I don't have any kids of my own, and I've never actually held a human child in my hand, other than to perhaps pass it on to the parents. And usually I just kind of, you know, toss it like a football. So this is.
No, I mean, I hear you, but like I'm doing the mental math here of like who's more equipped to take care of a baby, and I'm looking at all the stuff that you got here. I don't have any of that in my house. I got like a crib and a high chair, and like that's about it. And you've got.
I do. I do have a couple questions for you. If you just let me just balance this thing here. I'm not sure exactly how this diaper situation goes on to the child.
Listen, that's for you to figure out for the next week. You know, I just like I said, this is too much money, and I do not have that money. So you just hang on to the kid. I'll be back in a week. Everything will be fine.
Tag out Michael. Oh, doctor, you know, this is amazing, this program. I understand you're doing refunds with the babies. This one, it cries too much, so I'm just going to try again.
Okay,
I'm going to try again.
You know what? Just stick it on into my backpack here.
Yeah,
okay,
wonderful.
All right, good.
Tagging out Carrie. Oh my God, I just love this one. I'm sorry, can I just put this one away on layaway for like, I don't know, a week or so?
Sure. Here, I've got a strap on my leg. If you'll just kind of slide them, slide them on in there.
Thank you so much.
Jonathan. You know what? I know I was here 2 weeks ago. Dropped my kid off. I've changed my mind. I'd like him back.
Oh, okay.
They.
Will this one do? I really have no way to tell whose is whose at this point. So
I don't know.
Tagging up Brian. So you gave away my baby on layaway?
I'm not really. I gave away 2 babies. If this one is not yours,
I feel sorry for the other person, but frankly, I'm really offended here. Okay, I mean, I put that thing on layaway, you know, because I cared about it. All right, I cared about that child, and I really wanted it in like a week or so. Okay, and so you know, this is just. I'm gonna call the Better Business Bureau, I think, because you know, like this just doesn't satisfy. Okay, I don't know what kind of operation you're running here, frankly. You know.
I completely agree with you, but if you don't like, if you're open to trying something new, you can have this one for free. And I can give you a couple hints. Loves Cheerios. Doesn't have any teeth, but loves Cheerios. You tell me. I don't know how that works.
Tagging out
And
Jonathan. Yeah, I'll just take whatever one back. It's cool.
you just take whatever. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And whew, I feel like a weight has been lifted.
All right.
Taking out Michael. Excuse me. I understand you have a very liberal return policy on kids. We were here about 14 years ago, and mine just told me to go fuck myself. I'd like to
Edit.
Put it in my backpack here.
Edit. Let's have another story. Let's have another story from our friend Sol Miranda.
Okay, so in 1999, my ex-husband, thank God, and I, yeah, but why boo-hoo-hoo, no. So we went on a cross-country trip from Brooklyn all the way to Seattle, where he's from. And this was before having kids. And we went down south first to visit some friends and family in DC, and then further south down Kentucky, get all of that wonderful, mountains. And it was great to hear, Appalachian music, from these dinky-rinky stations, probably coming out of somebody's living room. And in my mind, while I was listening to these ladies singing, I just could see, I don't know, them handling serpents or something like that. But that was just my imagination. We continued on, and then in one of those slow, great, but infinite hills, our radiator ruptured. In Brooklyn, while they were fixing our AC, they ruptured the radiator of this wonderful Jeep Grand Wagoneer, one of those old ones with the wooden panel type. So we had to wait there in that area. It was beautiful, but it was highly stressful. And for 2 weeks, we had to wait until things are very slow down there, until the radiator got fixed. And then we continued on and everything was great, but that was quite the challenge.
Thank you, Sol.
Carrie,
yes.
I'm so happy for you to be getting married. I really, really am. And I'm honored to be your maid of honor, but I feel that as your maid of honor, I kind of need to tell you some things because my ex-husband, oh my God, I am so glad that he's my ex-husband. And I'm really unhappy that, that Pedro was here today, but I guess he was on your guest list. So we'll just make it work. But I think that maybe Brian is a mistake, and you should maybe think about walking away right now. And I'm just speaking from my own experience, but
this is kind of a lot. The day before the wedding. First of all, look, I understand it's awkward, you and Pedro, but the thing is, I met you two when you were a couple, so I didn't want to have to take sides. It just that's very awkward for me. And Brian, I'm sorry if you have your issues with him, but this is kind of, you can see this is inappropriate, right? The day before my wedding, right?
Okay, you know what, Carrie? I thought I was just doing you a favor as your best friend and your longest friend and your maid of honor. And being someone who has experience having been married and knowing what it's really like, and I see people's true colors, and so I think you should really listen to me when I say that I see Brian's true colors, and they are very dull and gray. Like,
right. But I think it's maybe because Brian is best friends with Pedro. Like, you don't think that kind of colors your opinion a little bit? Just a little bit? Come on.
I was gonna give the toast here at the rehearsal dinner. So are you guys done talking?
I'm ready. Let's drink. Yes,
Okay.
drink up.
To Carrie and to Brian, to a long and fruitful life together. Brian, I'm excited to be your best man. I'm excited for tomorrow. Is there anything though that I should know about? Is it going on tomorrow? Are we sure?
Yeah, we're going to that, right?
I'm just happy that I found someone as what's the word? Because with a W. Wonderful as Carrie. We're gonna be happy for a real long time.
Really long, like forever and ever.
And that's a long time.
Yes.
Okay. Well, cheers, Mazel Tov.
Cheers. And I also would just like to add to my ex-husband in the back, Pedro, it's so nice to see you again and have all of the memories, the really wonderful memories from when we were together, just flooding my brain right now. And it's not like I have any maid of honor duties, to like hold to, but great to have you here, Pedro.
Thank you. Shit.
Pedro, how did you let her go away? I don't get it.
Well, some birds weren't meant to be caged, Brian. Some birds
Oh.
were meant to be caged.
Oh man, I wouldn't mind having that one in my cage.
What?
Ooh, I'll tell you. Whoa.
Ryan, that wine is loosening your tongue a little too much.
I think so, Carrie, darling.
You want to maybe wrap up this rehearsal dinner, guys, and maybe get out of here?
Yeah. I think we better quit while we're ahead.
Stacy,
Yeah.
you want to go for a walk?
Oh no.
I would love that, Brian, more than anything.
So, doctor, while operating on the brain, I seem to have ruptured the spleen.
I'm sorry. You were operating on my wife's brain,
Yes.
and somehow you ruptured something
ruptured.
like more than half a body away from her brain.
It happens sometimes. Sometimes you make an incision
And miss by 4 feet?
I mean, she's not that tall.
I'm hyperbolizing a little bit because it's ridiculous. No matter, even on a short person, it's ridiculous
Okay, well,
that
listen.
you rupture the spleen during brain surgery.
Listen, we're working on tamping that down for a while. It's going to take, she's going to have to be on the operating table for about 2 weeks. So if you like, we can get you a loaner wife.
A loaner wife?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. A lot of people, when they come in, they bring their wife in for an operation. And if it takes a little longer than they expect, we
Tag
give
out
them a
Michael.
loaner.
Tag out Michael. Hey, do you want to call me Stacy? I can pretend to be your wife. I mean,
No.
What kind of things do you guys like to do?
I like to be alive with her. How is she doing? I accepted this wife rental in a moment of panic, really just to get that out of the way because I wanted more answers about how he ruptured my wife's spleen while operating on her brain. Do you know anything about how she's doing? They kicked me out of the hospital.
I mean, I'm actually just an actor. I was out of work, so like this is a great gig. But like, come on, let's
Carrie. This is the hospital manager. My name is Fix It All, and I just wanted to. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, it has its origins. It's a Jewish Scottish last name, Fix It All. Yes.
Okay.
And so I am the hospital manager. It came to my attention that the orthopedic doctor, Maxwell, was operating on your wife's brain.
Yeah, he was. Yes.
Why? I'm sorry, but this is your fault.
My fault?
Yes, this is your
It's
fault.
my fault? Hold on a second. Also, by the way,
Excuse me, before you even think about suing us, you need to think about this because you actually took your wife, instead of to a neurosurgeon, you took her to an orthopedic doctor. So therefore, no wonder he just cut her spleen, because that was the operation he was going to, of course, do. She had also a tumor down there, by the way.
Yeah, that.
So excuse me, don't. He is fixing her leg, by the way. She had a tumor. She had a cancerous tumor. You just had no idea. At least the leg will be saved. I don't care about the head, but the leg will be saved.
I got Sol. Now listen, Jonathan, I'm feeling really, really neglected. I feel like we need to work on our communication here. I don't feel like I feel a real distance between us. You're always asking about your wife, but I'm right here.
Listen,
you keep asking about when is she gonna get out of the ICU, but I feel like maybe we should go to couples therapy.
Okay, listen. One, I know you're just starting this fight to create some footage for your real footage, and that's hardly my concern right now, okay? My wife, I took her in. Somehow they gave me an orthopedic surgeon instead of a neurosurgeon, and then they set some really aggressive manager on me to try to gaslight me into thinking it was my fault. So just
tag in with Carrie and Jonathan. All right, thank you for bringing the loner wife back. I just need to check over her for any new scratches or dents or anything like that. So let me just take a quick look. And all right, nothing that wasn't here before. So looks like you are free to go. Thank you so much.
I will say it was very I really felt like I got into character. I felt like this was a very it was a great experience for me as an actor. Thank you so much, Jonathan. It felt so real.
You don't understand.
Thank you so much.
I don't give a shit. I'm trying to find my wife.
And
I love that. It's so real.
So now here you go. Here is the baby that you left with us.
But I don't need a baby. I want my wife back with her brain intact and her spleen fixed and something about her leg also fixed.
I'm sorry. So you didn't leave a baby with us?
I'm willing to we could totally do a whole new scenario. I'll take the baby and we could.
Someone who wanted a baby now has a grown woman, so I need to go take care of that, and I'm so sorry.
Edit. Hey, Mike. Oh my gosh, is the road trip going well? You like the road trip? Is it good? House sitting for you it's going okay so far.
Great. You're saying that like you may have something you need to tell me.
Well, I did want to mention, I'm calling just to check in, but I did want to mention that your refrigerator kind of short-circuited and it caught on fire a little bit. I was able to put it out, and it's okay. The rest of the kitchen. So the fire's out. How are those mountains?
They're beautiful. I've never seen mountains like this before. I'm sorry, there's a fire in my kitchen?
No, there's not a fire in your kitchen. I put it out. It's out now.
So past tense, there was a fire in my kitchen? Jonathan, what are you trying to tell me here?
Just about the refrigerator. That's it. Just the refrigerator.
Oh, some cows. Some cows. Cow! I just saw some cows driving by.
Cows.
They're beautiful. Just beautiful
cows
creatures.
Cows are like dogs, and sometimes dogs die.
Tag out Michael. Okay, so listen, there's this, I know what you can do about the dog. There's this guy named Mr. Lee. He can bring the dog back. For real.
Are you
yes,
serious?
he can bring Michael's dog back. And the dog will be able to talk after that too.
Really?
It's amazing.
Tag out Carrie. Put my dog on the phone.
Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. Let's put the dog on the phone.
Bow wow wow. Ow. Ow.
Rusty, tell me something that only Rusty would know.
Woof. Woof woof woof.
That's my Rusty.
Hey, that's Rusty.
And C, we'll call it there. Thank you so much to our special guest storyteller, Sol Miranda. Sol, is there anything that you'd like to promote or let us know or tell us to go check out if we wanted to see you somewhere? What can we watch? What can we turn on? What can we see if we wanted to see more of you?
Oh my. Of course, yes. Keep watching Unbreakable, and the interactive. Netflix gives me notices that I still have to keep on watching. So I guess I haven't clicked on all of the choices, and I thought I had. Other than that, hey, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so things are picking up slowly but surely. The way it's gonna go, as I'm sure many of you know, it's if you join a production, you'll be pre-quarantine, then taken away from your family and friends for however long, and then quarantine again for the most part. So that's pretty crazy. So we'll see. Right now, a couple of auditions, but other than that, I'm happy that I'm sort of in a more lax quarantine, but still a hermit with my kids here. It's great to have as long as they keep me busy, and sometimes it's crazy, but it's good to not be here by
Yes.
myself. Yeah.
Thank you very
Stay
much.
safe and sane. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
We had fun having you here. We also had our special guest. On your screen, you can see below me is Carrie Loveland, our special guest, and to this side of the screen. Let me see if I can point correctly. Down, no, this way. I don't know. The other side. There we go. That's where Pedro Lee is right now. Pedro Lee, special guest. So thank you, Pedro, for coming on out tonight. And of course, our regular viewers recognize, of course, Stacy, Brian, and over here, Jonathan. Thank you so much, everybody. We will be back in just a few minutes with the table read, where we're going to share some brand new sketches and some old sketches with you as well. So stick around, everybody. We're going to stop streaming for just a few minutes, but we'll be back in just a little bit. So hang out, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.